Hi guys, it's nutritionist Maria, and I wanted to talk to you about the hair tissue mineral analysis test and kind of comparing it to why you'd want to get this on top of blood work or instead of blood work, and why you don't want to just get this hair tissue mineral analysis and then take it into your own hands. You really need to work with a practitioner, because if you just look at the values on here, you're gonna throw things way off, okay? So we do study different ratios and things like that, but I wanna tell you that this is basically a report card for 3 months of data in your body, versus a blood test kind of shows you what's happening in the blood right now. And there's also a difference with that, because with a hair tissue mineral analysis, this is a tissue sample. So it's kind of like a biopsy, and it's basically what your body is expelling. Okay. In a blood test, that is just showing what's floating around in the blood. And because blood is our lifeline, our body wants to maintain what's called homeostasis. And that is a balance to keep your body safe and healthy and functioning. So it's going to adjust the levels in the blood to protect yourself, because it wants to keep it as close to that healthy range as possible, while your tissues maybe suffer because either it's going to deposit things there or it's going to take things from there. So if you're having hair loss and thinning, that could be an issue of your minerals. And minerals are at the core of our health. So kind of forget about vitamins right now. Let's talk about minerals, because minerals are really at the core of it. If you don't have these first four minerals in balance, these are your electrolytes, your calcium, potassium, magnesium, sodium, then your body is just not going to function. So those are your main ones that we want to address. And this is a sample client here, so I just wanted to point out a couple things to you guys. See how there is high heavy metal toxicity here? Okay. This could mean that they're dumping heavy metals if this is a retest after they've been on a program with us. But if they've not done any detoxing, they haven't done a program with us, and we see this on their first hair analysis, that's kind of an alarming. That could be a reason for a lot of joint pain or anger and personality issues and all kinds of stuff, brain fog and fatigue. If we look at this and we start chelating and doing a detox, that could really harm the person and make them feel worse, because we want to look at their selenium. Look at how low their selenium. So this blue is where you want to be. You want to be somewhere in that blue for optimal energy and less stress on your body. So we want to get that selenium up before we ever address this. That's the safe way to do it. We don't want to just throw chelators at it, okay? And selenium can actually drive out some of these, but you need to protect your body by getting that selenium up, all right? And then see, this calcium is really high, and then the magnesium and sodium are low. So we've got to balance this out. So this calcium really high, that's a lot of stress. That also shows some thyroid imbalances, and we got to get this magnesium and potassium up. Potassium helps so many things in the body, and so does magnesium. If we just start supplementing tons of magnesium, it will help bring this in balance, but we could also throw down the sodium, and then you're not going to uptake your iodine properly, and it's going to exacerbate a thyroid issue potentially. We do want to work on both. So we address all things here. Our first four minerals are going to be the most important to address, and then other things kind of will fall into balance. But we will look at the whole thing for you guys and assess, instead of cherry picking each one of these things that are low and starting to supplement them. Like I said, that can throw your body off of balance. There are certain supplements and foods we can recommend that will kind of give you a whole bang for your buck, and we can keep that kind of regimen as low as possible. I always like to hit things with food if we can, but sometimes that's not possible to get the level up enough. But what I want you guys to understand is it's not just take a supplement and then test and your levels just will boost. That can happen, but it is okay and totally appropriate for your body to take a while to remineralize and get that into balance. So this is a journey. Your hair test will fluctuate, and then over time, doing multiple hair analysis and keeping on the program, things will start to balance out a little bit more. but it is important to keep going because what happens is you could lose a job, you could end up having to take care of a parent, do a move. And when we have big life stressors like that, or maybe some environmental toxin gets released, or it's that time of the year where the farmers are spraying the fields and all of a sudden there's a lot of chemicals in the air, we're going to constantly have stressors and toxins and things like that that are attacking our system and throwing us out of balance. So this is our report card, and we really do want to continue to keep record, keep score. When would you want to do blood testing if this is so good? Well, for things like thyroid, so you still want to measure your different thyroid levels because that's going to show what you're producing for thyroids. This is going to show how you're processing it, how you're handling it, and kind of more supportive things, but you still want to get those levels checked of how your body's actually producing it. You can also see other things like we can check copper and we can check iron, but when we check iron, we don't check the same thing that maybe a doctor would be checking because that's not a very accurate depiction of actual iron status in your body. It only is showing kind of what's flowing in your blood, and that's really not an accurate picture. We can do blood testing and hair analysis, but this is such a good tool, guys, and I don't want you to just take it at face value. Please work with a practitioner because when you're messing with your minerals and your supplements, we have a lot of clients who come in on tons of stuff and it's wasting money and it's throwing your body way out of whack. You have to know your levels and work with a practitioner to do this in a safe and careful way because supplements are basically like a medicine in some sense. They are, intended for good use, but you can really throw your body out of whack if you do it incorrectly. I do really like to get down to the root of things, and there's so much that we can target with a hair mineral analysis. I mean, bring your problem in, you name it, hormone issues, thyroid issues, stress, anxiety, lack of sleep, adrenals. I mean, everything you can think of, we really can help address in a pretty simple manner and just clear the clutter for you guys. So again, give us a call on our website. If you go to vitalnutritioncenter.com, it's super easy now. You just go to that home screen page and just click the button that says fill out your paperwork. And then one of our receptionists will be in contact with you to get you set up with a practitioner. And I love to work with people as well, focusing on food first, but also what targeted supplements do you need, getting to the root of your issues. And then I can also follow that up with a bioenergetic feedback scan to kind of go a little bit deeper and clarify the things that we've talked about and just get yourself on that like perfect regimen, which will change over time because your tests will change, your body will change. Okay, so you do have to keep kind of getting retested, and that's why we keep the prices low here for you guys so that it's sustainable and we can help as many people as possible. So I hope you see us in our clinic. Make sure you check those show notes at the bottom for links to our website and our products if you want to purchase anything online to have delivered to you. Thank you for watching my video. Hopefully we see you in soon.